Today the attention of netizens is again crowded after a discussion arose about attending a wedding event called the wedding of his old college friend. But that makes the conversation more and more. It's not just about being present at the event, but because then there were uploads and stories from netizens who said that they were also called to attend the same event. And as often happens, it didn't take long for the internet to get crowded. Some were immediately surprised. Some wonder if they are indeed present in the same circle of friends. There are also those who remind that attending the same event does not mean showing a certain personal relationship. Interesting. Many comments actually began to lead to the atmosphere of the event. Some say, "Sparkles, if it is true to be present at the same event, it may indeed be out of respect for the bride. Sparkles' marriage often brings together many people who know each other. Sparkles don't make up a story right away just because it's in the same place." And from there the discussion began to change. Who originally? Who is present? Become. Why is it that the public is always quick to look for the meaning of being present at the same event? Some netizens began to remind, at an event such as a wedding, guests come to congratulate the bride and groom. It doesn't always mean that guests come together or have a special relationship. But still, because those two names are quite often the subject of internet discussion, this topic immediately attracted attention. Then began to appear other comments. Sometimes it's not the show that goes viral, it's whoever's called in. But until there is clear information, the crowd remained the reaction of netizens to the news of the presence at the same event. Not a confirmation of the relationship, not an announcement, and not a hint towards anyone's personal life. At first it was just about the wedding. Fire, then comes another name called present. Fire, then the internet began to lively discussion. And now, the public is again discussing how one event can give rise to so many conversations. And after the news about the attendance at the wedding began to be crowded, the conversation apparently did not stop there. Interesting. This time many people no longer focus on who comes with whom. They began to discuss simpler things. How the atmosphere of the event looks warm and relaxed. Because according to various reactions that began to circulate, the wedding event was called to take place quite closed and focused on the bride and groom. But as always, when a publicly known name is called to be in the same place, attention immediately moves along. Then began to appear various comments. Some say, "Sparkles, if you are both present, maybe you both know the bride." There are also those who write, "Sparkles' weddings do often bring together many old friends from different circles." And there is also a reminder, Sparkles being present at the same event does not automatically mean coming together. Interesting. Over time the discussion changed again. Who originally, really present, transformed into, if they were present at the same event, would they have met? And from there began to emerge a lot of imagination and theories from netizens. One imagines a reunion atmosphere. Some imagine a short conversation. Some joke that weddings are often the most unexpected places to meet people. There are also many reminders. An event like this is basically a private moment that belongs to the bride and groom. The main focus remains on the wedding and the people celebrated. But one pretty crowded comment began to appear. Sometimes what makes the internet go wild is not what happens. It's who is called in the same place. And that comment made a lot of people laugh along. Because some feel. Indeed, often the conversation develops long before there is a full context. But until there is absolutely clear information, the lively remains the reaction of the public to the news of attendance at the same event. Not a confirmation of the relationship. Not a clue. And not any announcements. Fire, at first it was just news of attending a wedding. Fire, then comes another name called present. Then the internet began to build a lot of conversations. And now, the public is back to discussing whether it was the show that made a splash, or the curiosity of the people who saw it. And after the discussion about the presence at the wedding was constantly crowded, the direction of the conversation began to change again. It's no longer about whether they're in the same place. But many netizens began to discuss something much simpler. How one personal event can instantly turn into a big topic on the internet. Because according to many comments, weddings always have a different atmosphere. People come to congratulate, meet old friends, Meet a circle of friends who rarely meet. And it is not uncommon for many guests to actually know each other from different times. Then began to appear comments such as, "Sparkles, if it is true to be present at the same event, it may indeed be out of respect for the bride." Sparkles weddings are often where people from different phases of life come together. Sparkles, the internet is sometimes too quick to turn ordinary moments into big stories. And from there the atmosphere changes again. Who originally? Who is present? Become. Why is the public always curious when two names that are often talked about appear in one place? Someone started joking. If two famous people are present in the same room, the internet often immediately makes dozens of stories. But they did not come together. Not necessarily sitting together. Not necessarily even had time to interact. Interesting. The longer discussed, more and more people remind that this kind of event still belongs to the bride and groom. Not an announcement stage. Not a place to read directions. And not something that automatically has another meaning. Then came quite a lot of comments. Sometimes it's not the moment in the show that makes the scene, it's the curiosity of the people who see it from the outside. The comment was immediately widely shared. Because some feel, often the public is not seeing what is really happening. But imagine a possibility that does not necessarily exist. And maybe that's what makes a topic like this grow so fast. But until there is clear information, the lively remains the reaction of netizens to the news that two public figures are called to be present at the same event. Not a confirmation of the relationship. Not a clue. And not an announcement about anyone's personal life. Fire at first it was just news of attending a wedding. Then came the curiosity. Then the internet began to make a lot of conversations. And now, people are starting to ask if what they're actually following is the incident itself or the story that grew out of it. And after the discussion it continues to move. There was one thing that netizens began to discuss a lot. It's no longer about who comes. It's no longer about being in the same place. But about something noticeably simpler. How people turn out to immediately notice small details when they see a public figure present at an event of a private nature. Some began to say, maybe if those present were ordinary people, no one will ask who came with whom. No one will be looking for details. But when the name known to the public called, the conversation instantly changed. Then began to appear comments such as, "Sparkles, sometimes people forget that wedding guests come for the bride and groom." Sparkles, there could have been dozens of other guests but only two names were discussed. Sparkles, the internet is very quick to create stories of coincidences that look interesting. And from there the direction of the discussion changed again. Who originally? Really present? Become. Why is the public so interested when two people who are often talked about are seen at one event? Some say, because people like to find patterns. Some say, because the public loves to imagine stories behind the scenes. But many also remind, being present at the same event still doesn't automatically mean coming together, having a special relationship, or conveying a certain message. Interesting. The longer discussed, more and more are beginning to look at this topic from the other side. That maybe what makes it crowded is not the show, not the guest. But that curiosity continues to grow after people hear two names mentioned in one context. Then came quite a lot of comments. Sometimes what goes viral isn't what happens in the room. It's the conversations that come up after people get home. The comment immediately attracted attention. Because some feel,